little toast. Can you all hear me?
Yes. Yes, baby.
Okay, now this party, you may think is for me, but it's really for you. And my appreciation for everything every one of you have done for me all these years, to see me through this and that and something else and whatever. And I really want to call to your attention 2 other women that were born on a very special day. Alice back there in the corner. She's an October 17th baby. Won't tell you what year. And Monica Raywald here was my neighbor for years. And there are a few other people that may have been. Pardon?
My son.
Yes, her son, but I don't know him.
And I don't know him.
Anyway, have a drink to yourself.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, man. Very good.
If you go to church with me, would you raise your hand?
If you go to church with her.
Oh, there we go.
Church.
Oh, yeah.
John Hyman is like another son to me. Would you raise your hand, John? I know his family very well, and he's sort of the last of the group.
Yep. Me and Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn and John are about the same age. Now, who's sitting over here?
Just your family.
Yeah, I wanted to introduce you to Bonnie, my niece, my only sister's daughter. Katie, who is like my adopted granddaughter. I send my cards to her G3, meaning Grandma 3. And I would be remiss if I didn't call attention to the Pardos, all 3 of them. Would you raise your hands, please? They live right next door to me, and if I ever have any kind of a problem, and I've had a few, I called Joe, and they're like that.
Amen.
And he took me to the, did you take me to the hospital this week? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I can't remember all of
He knows that route to the hospital really well.
And I have to introduce Glenn and Debbie, my son and daughter-in-law. And this young lady here sitting next to Debbie is Glenn and Debbie's Katie.
So we
I had my
each have our own
Katie.
Katie's.
What else should I say? Maybe that's enough.
If you think of something, you can bring it up later.
Bridge Club.
Okay, that takes care of that. People I forgot to mention, because I'm not accustomed to being a public speaker. But I want to thank Barbara Holtman, who made the centerpieces for me. And also did the printing on the place cards. She is a very, very talented woman. And no one can ever say she isn't, or they'll have to talk to me. Another person I neglected to mention was Billy Nelson, who Billy and I are the oldest people in our church. And Billy was 90 on the 15th. So she's really the oldest one here. I don't think I mentioned Choice, who keeps my house clean.
Keeps you in order.
And keeps me in order. And now if there's anybody else I forgot, talk to me later.
Tell them to raise their hand.
Yeah, raise your hand. Okay.
I think it was. No, it was me. It was
Okay, if I could have everyone's attention, I'm Glenn, of course, the son. You know, it was sort of funny when I was dressing up to come here today. I got out the old funeral director suit, and it still fit. And I had a nice white shirt, and Deb says, "You know, you look like a funeral director." And I go, "Well, you know, with this group, you never know." Anyway, but
in here.
so I just want to sort of, you know, I grew up in a musical family with my mother, and you know, she taught piano, and that meant that every Saturday morning when I woke up, there would be piano music. And it's sort of, when you think about it, it's sort of a nice way to wake up. But a lot of times the notes weren't right, you know, and I would know the song, and then I'd go, no, then they'd hit the right note. And but she had some very good students, and I would listen to that music when I woke up. And then I met Joe Caesar, who is our pianist today, and I went, wow, this guy really knows how to play the piano. We met in seventh grade, and we went through high school together, and I would call him a piano savant. I really would. I was just blown away that someone like my age could play the piano. Our singer today is Katie Harth, and she's Deb and Mai's Katie. And we met her at a dog show, with her and her mother at a dog show when she was 12 years old. And this nice little young lady came up and said, "Mister, could I say hi to your dog?" And I said, "Of course," you know. And then she explained they had a Bernese Mountain Dog also, and that she was showing this little Cavalier King Charles. And I said, "Well, here, take my dog, and let's see how it looks when you show the dog." And so she took, and she was moving around, and I looked, and I said to Deb, I said, "Well, there's our helper for our old age." And so that was like, you know, 14, 15 years ago, and she's, we found out that she was active in theater and singing and everything, and so we sort of followed her along the way, and she's been in several productions in the Chicago area, and graduated at Lawrence University. So that's our entertainment today. So you guys can take it away.
Well, thank you so much for having us today and joining us here to celebrate Elaine's life. Joe and I have picked a few pieces that kind of, and we're going to progress over time with these songs, starting with a Gershwin piece from his musical Porgy and Bess, Summertime, which premiered in 1935, all the way to a fun closing song that was written in 1995, so kind of taking that stretch of time, going on a musical journey of pieces that we thought Elaine would like. So, happy birthday.
And tell me if I'm too loud.
Of course. We are going to perform Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which was composed by Harold Arlen, and it was featured in the 1939 movie Wizard of Oz. moving right along to 1945, we go to a Rodgers and Hammerstein musical called Carousel, with a beautiful piece called If I Loved You.
Oh.